Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, to avoid confusion, what is happening now is everybody will be presented with a drink in a glass from one of these excellent young gentlemen. Please, when you take the drink, don't down it in one. Please wait. We are going to do some toasts. So please sip it in an orderly fashion. Thank you. So we will commence once everybody has a drink. Thank you.
You are born for this.
You found your role in life. So.
You can make money. Seriously.
I think you should be a town crier, really. Just in a big bell.
I love
Oh yeah.
Siggy, you're stating Ukraine. That's right. What's the town where she lives in? What now?
Chernigov.
If you go to Kiev, go north 2 hours. Yeah. Is there a place called LVIV or Lviv? Lviv in the far west. Right.
No, Holly.
Right. She hasn't been anywhere near that recently.
No, she hasn't.
Okay.
Lviv in the far west is
Yeah. And because somebody logged onto our website from Lviv.
Really?
Yeah, Ukraine. I just thought that was really strange.
No,
Never had it.
wasn't her.
The only person I could think who might have been a likely candidate.
Pass him down.
Tell you what,
You won't know. Johnny, is it weird first few weeks?
Ages, yes.
Because you won't know.
And be very careful. Do not lose it or swallow it. They went fiddling, you will discover that it's quite easy to nearly swallow it and under it. I am obviously not as mature enough yet to understand such things.
The one ring to rule them off.
Start these speeches.
Oh, I'm so funny.
Yeah, we are. The timetable is very flexible.
Yeah, we're nice, just nice on time. So yeah, just Richard, just Richard. He can. Yeah, Professor. Yeah. Esquire. No. Just playing Richard Heathcote. That's all I've ever managed.
On a series like
Thanks, it's honorary.
When we get home, is this coming up?
It's a very honorary thing. But us real doctors disagree with it. Thank you.
Is that okay?
Well, I'm going to get a bit of completion.
I'm a real doctor.
They're the proper doctors.
That's a clever doctor. I call that a clever doctor.
But it's a real doctor.
I'm a real doctor. You're a clever doctor.
How should I introduce the grandparents?
Pen.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Pen.
Yeah, I wonder if they're aware where that's coming from. They do know, don't they? Because where's the camera? Everybody's seen the camera.
It might be doing it by sound only.
Yeah, but I heard it was unintentional plan. I heard it was only to sell.
They've sorted it out with me.
I was going to say,
Mike stepped to Leicester.
Leicester. Steph Leicester. How do you pronounce your surname?
yeah, it's in like the city.
Not the city. Claim to fame. Yeah.
Like the city, Leicester.
I know I'm not meant to do this, but I want to just check because I know you're a big one for thank yous. So we've got these, the obvious ones. We've got grandparents and godparents, Tim and Daniel, uni students, band, boys and girls who did communion. Then finally you guys again. Is there any others?
The guy who did all the chopping and cleaning up outside, polishing the chairs last week.
Eric, Ian and Joe.
Yeah.
Who else was involved in cleaning the chairs?
Doing their stuff.
Yeah, doing that.
Yeah.
That's it, cool. I've got everyone there.
My camera.
I know the time. I shall still look at
If you do these ones,
And my camera.
I'm going to mention it.
Yeah. Shall I tell you what time it is on my pocket watch? Because I suspect it's not time yet. Oh. Hello? Oh, 5 minutes late.
Nice.
Thank you.
Does everybody have a glass? If you don't, please raise your hand, your empty hand. I do believe everybody has a glass. Oh, wow, there we go. Right, we can begin. Great, thank you. And thank you to the excellent young gentleman giving out all the glasses. Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Right, it's been tremendous so far, and it's only going to get better. So, we shall now do a few speeches. Excellent. So please, yes, we haven't quite started. It's okay. I was stalling the crowd slightly longer.
Very well done.
Excellent. So first, to do a speech, I would like very much to introduce to you all someone who you already know. Please can we invite the Reverend Dr. Thank you.
Well, I have spent an awful lot of my adult life teaching students how to write essays, and a good essay production that says what you're going to say, and then a body that says it, and then a conclusion that says what you said. If you see what I mean. There are enough. I know. Yes. Yeah. These guys have just finished this stuff. Well, I'm doing the introduction bit, so I'm going to say what's going to be said, which means I only need to say it briefly. But nevertheless needs to be said, and things that I want to say personally, at least in passing. First of all, I want to say thank you to oh wait, it's not our wedding, is it? Sorry. I want to thank you for having such a beautiful daughter. And for the tireless, and I mean tireless way that you have laid weeks non-stop to facilitate all of the details that need to happen, like today. I know that. I've hardly seen you. So I'm looking forward to having you back. Thank you. And Richard and Jenny, well, thank you, or Michael. I don't know you as well as I hope that I will get to know you, but if Michael is a good reflection most of the time of your better points, then I'm just thrilled to be having you as in-laws and looking forward to a bike ride sometime soon. Wonderful. Just also want to thank a number of the people that do things behind the scenes to make a day like today happen. Eric and Ian in particular. When I rolled up yesterday and Eric was on his knees at my feet, I thought, well, it's about time. But there he was, teasing with a toothbrush all of the little bits of grass from the block paving. Has anybody ever done that job? I mean, he was there doing that all, yesterday evening, afternoon, and Ian too, along with him. And I know them along with Jenny, cleaning, painting, and doing all kinds of things to this place to make it a special space for Tabitha and Michael. And for Joe and Linda, are they here even? And Jane? Oh, they're in the kitchen. They're going to be thanked, as I said, properly later, but I just want to express my thanks to them for the work that they've done in the kitchen. And for Stuart, who's not here, right? Stuart, it was our security guy. He slept here last night in his van on his birthday. Such love. You are well. Was still here for us today. And Julie for her cleaning around the place on more than one occasion and late into the night. I want to thank the contributors to worship, all of you. And I mean contributors to worship, not just music. The music was good, but the worship was great. And this, what I know that Daniel and Tabitha, I'm so used to saying that, Michael and Tabitha, sorry, Daniel, sorry, but Michael and Tabitha have wanted this to most definitely be an occasion steeped in the presence of God, and you guys helped to lead us in His presence today. For the kids, for serving us, thank you. And also just for my wider church family here at Homebrook Valley, not only thank you for making this space available to us, but for all the ways that you have supported us as family. We call this the family centre, and we do think of our church as first family. You know, the ties that we have in faith are so much greater than the ones that we have in the flesh, because it's Jesus that binds us together. And most of all, I'm thankful for the ways that you have also helped to raise Tabitha to be the fine Christian woman that she is, who I'm so proud of. Tabitha, I am supposed to say you look beautiful. You do look beautiful. You look beautiful, and I like the way that Michael looks at you most of the time. I recognize the glints in the eye of a love that goes deep, and I know will only go deeper. So, to the two of you, let us raise a glass to Michael, Tabitha. Michael and Tabitha. I haven't clinked.
Oh, clink, sorry. Clink, 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 clink.
Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Excellent. Next, I would like to invite Sir Richard Heathcote to take the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ziggy. He said, "What do you want to be called, Doctor?" Sir. Well, how great for me to be able to do a father's groom. You don't normally father. Yes, I'm the father's groom. Aren't I? Just checking who I am. Yeah, it's really wonderful to be here and to be able to say something, and it's great. Certainly when it comes to preaching, what a fantastic message that was this afternoon. Thank you, Phil. I think I'll stick to dentistry. But anyway, I'll do my best today. And Jenny's going to kick me here if I miss anything, aren't you? So that's the thing. I think the first thing I wanted to just say is thank you, all you people, for your presence here today. I would reiterate your thank yous. There's been some major help and work that's gone into making this such a special day, and I just want to join, and Jenny would want to join in thanking you all for that. And I particularly mentioned Sam, and I particularly mentioned my Jenny as two people who've worked so hard for this. People come a long way, so I thought it would be interesting to see where people come from. So anybody here who's come from Chesterfield by any chance? So stick your hands up, you Chesterfield people. That's interesting. Well, I wonder if they come further afield. Anybody from Scotland, if you still can get from Scotland, the border might be there, might it? So no, Wales, Ireland. Oh no. Yes, Wales. Wales. Oh yes, he lives in Wales. Anybody from the southwest by any chance? Hey. Yeah. And anybody from the wrong side? That's very nice. Okay. But there are some people who've tried extraordinarily hard to get here today. We've got a whole family that have come all the way from Canada. Where are the Canadians? Yeah. Go Canada, go. Yeah, excellent. There is somebody, I believe, who's come all the way from Australia, and via should have been with Emirates because they're much better apparently, but came with Etihad. Is that right? Yeah. And there is somebody who has come from China via the Ukraine. Back to Ukraine, he's going to get married and go back to China, all in the space of about 3 weeks. Who could that be? Ziggy! So, Thank you for coming all that way. That's great. Being pairs, we, our two boys, have given us immense joy. It's been an exhilarating experience at times, fascinating, occasionally alarming, and also a cause of a significant amount of worry, if you call me. Jenny's very cool. I worry about them a lot. But we wanted to say what I mean, both Mike, particularly today, and our other son, Jonathan. And now we're also delighted that we have a new daughter-in-law. And it's just really wonderful time to have you, as welcome you. And it's been great to get to know Sam and Phil, and we're looking forward to that bike ride and the families joining together behind you. So welcome to our family. As well, so parenthood, Jenny and I, we, like our parents, have made mistakes, and probably one of the mistakes we've made, some people would say, we don't think it is, when we named our children, we decided we'd call them names that could be altered, because we didn't think it particularly wanted them to just stick with those names. But this all got a bit out of hand, because we ended up calling them all sorts of things, really. So Jonathan has been Johnny and Joe and other things. And Mike here has been Mikey. But we've now fallen into a bit of a trap with the couples. So here we have Jonathan and Anne-Marie, who now we call all the time just Jam. Jonathan and Anne-Marie. So a jam coming today. And I'm afraid we started to do it with you too. Yeah, I'm afraid so. We've had a few dry runs at this. Tyke, we didn't think Team Tyke was right, really. But we started calling them Spab, Spike and Tab. But it sounds like something out of a Bond film, doesn't it? The evil organisation, Spab. So we've stopped that one. So we tend to call you Team Tam, which is, I don't know whether it's a good thing or not. But the point is, you're a team. And that's where I'm going with this. And when we're talking about teams, I think it would be only fair to mention the subject of cricket.
Yes, here.
Now, as some of you will know, Mike is just a bit keen on cricket. And Tabby's been introduced to the game. Now, in her stag do, Tab and I think I got unplugged. In his stag do, Jonathan asked Tab a few questions that he had to know the answer to. And one of the questions was, Tabitha, what is the best thing about a game of cricket? So who would like to guess what the answer was? The end, correct, yes. So we've got a bit of work to do on the whole cricket thing at the moment. It isn't going there. But cricket is an interesting game in many ways, if you're interested, but it has some features which I think are relevant here. And one of those is that in a cricket team, there are lots of different types of players. So Mike here is actually, believe it or not, a very good bowler. He can bowl very well, and he takes a lot of wickets. When he's in action, he's very strong and powerful and fast, and he gets lots of wickets. There's batsmen, and that's where things change slightly, because his batting skills were taught in our back garden by Jonathan and myself, who don't play cricket, and I think you would call his style sort of agricultural, really. Would that be fair enough? Unorthodox. He did score 50 last year, so it's not that terrible, but it wasn't chanceless. But he tries, and he's getting better at it, and he's a good bowler. And this is the nature of teams. You know, some people are better at some things than others. In fact, you could describe Mike's batting, probably, if you wanted to encapsulate it, it's a bit like a Tesco value Vindaloo. Okay, so lacking sophistication, occasionally surprising, and for the captain, very useful to have in the cupboard if there's nothing else there. Oh dear. My name is also on the list, is it? Yeah. Oh, it's off the list. Okay. No, but and Marriage is a teamwork. It is teamwork, and there will be things that you do. One of you is really good at, and the other thing you sometimes do occasionally well at it, and you're learning. And we saw this the other week when you were moving into your new house. We were moving all the furniture across, and we got all the furniture in. And the next bit is to reassemble all the heavy furniture, screw it back. The two of them sat together, decided who's going to do what. And Mike went off to do the shopping with Jenny, and Tab stayed with me to do the furniture. And she's jolly strong. She's holding a sofa bed together. When I was really impressed, and she knows one in Chester. Fantastic. Parallel parking on narrow streets. You were great. You were great. And that's what it'll be. Things that you're good at. But it's important. And what I would say to you is always be there to encourage each other. Always be there to each day say, well done, you did that well. And don't forget to say a word of appreciation. I love you, or each day. So you never miss that opportunity to appreciate each other. I would mean it. I'll say that. Yes, good back up there. It is a bit like, he isn't the greatest batsman, but he is good. But when he goes out, there's no chance say that he's not that great. He wants to go to guns. They go out there encouraging him, and that's how you two are. And they already are, and how you're going to carry on being, and that's great. So, here, right around the world, all of them come a distance, even if it's only Chesterfield, perhaps. But they're all here today supporting you. They love you. You've got two families who are right behind you. They want this marriage to work. They want you to be great. This is your moment. This is where it all starts. And you're starting surrounded by all these lovely people who all want that to happen for you. How brilliant is that? But you also start with that vital third ingredient. When we got married, Jenny and I, the chap who preached the sermon talked about the passage from Ecclesiastes. The three-stranded cord is rarely broken. And that's your relationship. You have God right, what was really important, and we would commend that to you and say, keep that right at the center of your lives, because this is your moment. This is where it all starts. You've got years ahead of you. That couple of mum and granddad next year will be married, and your grandma and granddad in Devon in 3 weeks' time, probably watching this, will be married in 60 years. You could have more than 60 years ahead of you, and just think what a difference you could make. What a difference you could make. Because actually today is all about being supported, having those behind you. But actually, it's now. What can you do with that? You know, what sort of home will you have? Will it be a home of people feel cherished, people feel safe, people come and tell you their things and they can listen to you and supporting. Phil talked about this already. This is the potential is huge, and for so many years ahead, we hope. This is your moment. Go and shine. Go and shine. Make a difference, because this is your time. Mike and Tab. Okay, that's me finished. I don't get to do this thing. Did I forget anything? Ah, no, I haven't forgotten that bit. Now, the next little bit that I'm going to introduce, we mentioned Gran and Grandpa, who live down in Timoth in Devon, who are not well enough to join us today, but they have put together a little audio message that I think to go with, and I'll pass over to you, Dan. Thank you.
Your Devonian grandparents send you their love and good wishes on this memorable day for you both. We are approaching the 6th anniversary of our marriage, and we hope and pray that your will be as happy as ours has been. To love one another
I'm pretty glad I managed to do that. Right, marvelous. So, excuse me. Invite for the next speech. Michael.
It's probably Tabitha. Is it going to be? Oh, do you want me to go? Am I what? We're last. Okay. We're doing ours last, so it's not me then. Okay. Right. Okay.
That's fine. Welcome to marriage, Michael. Excellent. So next, I would like to invite Michael's most handsome brother to take the microphone.
And unfortunately, also the least ugly, most ugly. So they say that those who can't do, teach. And as a teacher, Mike, of course, should be an expert with literacy and numeracy. And so when he was asked, who's your best man going to be, he picked 2 best men. So I'm Mike's older brother. Man, my wedding. Now, he gave a very nice and friendly speech at my wedding, which of course was a dreadful mistake because he went first. Now, I'm not going to tell you a story about him kissing Debbie Hawkyard, which embarrassed him in school, but instead I'm going to tell you a different story, and it happened in the back of Debbie's car. So a 4-year-old Michael was on a long road journey, and his little voice piped up, "I need a wee." And Debbie said, "You'll just have to hold it a little longer." And so a few minutes of silence passed, and then another little voice, "I still need a wee." And Debbie said, "Just tie a knot in it." Another few minutes passed. "It's too small." Anyway, with this anecdote I've been saving my entire life over with. As I say, as brothers, of course, it is a strange thing. We are, of course, natural-born arch enemies. And in fact, the first time I ever saw Mike, my first reaction was to go, can I have my spaghetti hoops now? But as we've both grown older, the images of Mike dancing around in his Alan Shearer underpants that he cherished for many years have started to fade. And I've started to see what a really great chap he is. And on this special day, I think you can all agree, they make an absolutely wonderful pair, an absolutely lovely couple, and we're all very happy for them. But I must say, Tabitha was a bit of a surprise choice. You see, growing up, Mike always told me that his future wife must meet his 3 sisters. She must be a Christian, she must love cuddles, and most importantly of all, she must love cricket. So I suppose 2 out of 3 isn't too bad. But then Mike can't be that serious about cricket because, well, in the most prestigious match of his entire career, the 2002 Back Garden One Day International, he lost to his entirely non-talented brother, who subsequently retired in glory. Now, of course, Mike's accolades don't just limit themselves to sport. In fact, Mike is the only member of our family to have been given to have won an award at Crufts. Now, Mike has never actually owned a dog, and to explain why he got this award, I must break one of the rules of best men's speeches, which is mentioning previous ladies in Mike's life. So, a certain Mrs. Bradley, a pensioner on the Macclesfield estate, had 2 old dogs that she couldn't walk anymore. And Mike spent his time at Rose after school going and taking these dogs for a walk, along with many others. And it was for this generosity that he got his award from Crufts. Now, there was one other lady in Mike's life worth mentioning. Now, she can be accurately described as short and with many rodent-like features. Yes, Mike's pet rat was his best friend for several years and could be found following him throughout the house and crawling through his clothes. And at night, the little rat would crawl into his bed, tear little squares out of the mattress and out of his bedding, make a little nest in the corner, and generally wee everywhere. Tabitha, I hope you're taking notes. But in all seriousness, Mike is absolutely one of the most caring and amazing people I've ever met. And it's such a privilege to call him my brother, and I must say, to now call Tab my sister-in-law. So we wish you many happy years, but before those begin, I'm afraid there's a few more moments of embarrassment for you as I pass over to Ziggy, who's going to tell us a little bit more. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Jonathan. And as he said, this is just the first half. I have a notebook. Oh yes, right. So yes, my hi Mike, how you doing? It is an absolute honor and privilege to be here today, and just being here, feeling the warmth and encouragement from so many great family and friends. It truly is fantastic. And when I was thinking to be the best man, and when I started to think about what to say, I thought, what a great opportunity this is for revenge. And so I'm going to, in the next few minutes, try my best to share with you just why and what such a great man Michael Heathcote is. So please do raise your hand if you know him personally. I am so happy Tabitha raised her hand. Great, thank you so much. Excellent, thank you. So I'll try my best to persuade all of you, but you already know him, so we'll see how this rolls. So I thought to myself, what great opportunity to revenge, and I can really get back at him. All of the terrible, horrible, monstrous things that he has done to me over our time together. I lived with Michael for too many years, and during my time together, I should have had much opportunity, not much material to use in this speech today. And this is the problem. And I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but I couldn't dig up any dirt on the guy. No, I'm being serious. I genuinely apologize. I really struggled. I couldn't find any particularly embarrassing moments to share with you. And so I thought, I'm going to have to do something a little unorthodox. There is one thing that I can use this opportunity for, and that is to help Tabitha. Okay? So Tabitha already knows that there is just one small thing. And those who have also known Michael, especially at university, there's one thing that we really, as a gathering together today, we can intervene, we can help, and bless their marriage for many years to come. Michael loves food, as I'm sure we all do. However, Michael's meals that he managed to survive on through university astonished me. You know where this is going, buddy. All right. So on a Sunday evening, actually, no, you know what? Let's go one further. Instead of explaining this to you, I would like to show you. If you will, please put up the picture while I just get the things together. While I was deliberating how to do this speech, I remember that visual learners, as many of us are not often stimulated enough. So, and due to the serious nature of Michael's diet and the seriousness that we must have together today, I thought we would work together to restore faith in Michael's food planning for his future marriage. So, sorry, Mike, you should have just left it to your brother. I would like to take you all back now to a Sunday evening. Okay? Sunday evening, Michael Heathcote takes a bowl. Now, into the bowl,
I think I know what this
we
is.
must prepare all of our meals for the week. Now, first, we put on an apron because this is not hired it. Right, so first, and this is also a gift to you, Michael.
Oh, thank you.
You're very good. Well,
well.
Now we'll see how this rolls out. Right, so put on this other apron. I got the hard one, you see. Thoughtful. Right. So the first thing I would like us to add is simple ingredients that I myself have witnessed Michael eating in combination. Combination is the key word. First of all, some Italian chopped tomatoes. Michael, are these tasty?
Delicious.
Excellent. I'm glad you agree. All right. Right.
That's not too bad. Give you a
That's a good start.
Yeah, that's
It's a solid start.
It's just tomatoes. So fine.
Next up, we must use a tin opener. Well, not on this one. We have some chili con carne. Yes, now you may say this goes rather well, and I agree with you. But we've only just started. Right, so we have some chili con carne into this one. Excellent. Oh, yes. It's not bad. Michael, would you eat this? Yes!
Mine is.
Next up, we have. These are Michael's favourite. Now, I didn't go for value. I went one up. These are meatballs in some kind of sauce.
Yes.
Would you eat these, Michael, on a regular basis?
Very regular.
Okay, you see the severity of the issue that I have. Right. Okay, so we mix these together. And let me find one of Michael's favourites. Here we are. A whole array of. There we are. Now, busy, obviously. So we can. So baked beans and pork sausages.
Yeah, I did eat those.
Yeah.
Not regular, but they're very good.
They were special. This is the strangest wedding speech I think anyone has ever witnessed. But you're laughing, so that's better than the other one, right? That I could have prepared. Excellent. This is not what we're eating afterwards. Don't panic.
What?
There we are. Now, you know what?
This looks amazing.
We've got some red kidney beans. Red kidney beans, Michael?
Yeah, delicious. Just keep the liquid in.
Keep the liquid in. Well, talking of drinking liquids,
Yeah.
I will share with you a small peephole into Michael's stag do. So, Michael answered some questions that have very kindly answered for us. And unfortunately, the answer to the question that Tabitha answered was, the question was, does adding extra meat to a meal make it better? Tabitha answered, no. We'll leave the issue that I'm not showing up at time. However, Michael answered the question wrong, and thus we need to.
No, I did not.
Thank you.
Oh, must be.
Answering the question wrong,
I took this very loosely.
on the stag do, there must be a forfeit to do with meat. Now, I know you can eat mincemeat. I didn't want him to be sick on his wedding day. That would have been a bit mean. So instead, I bought some cheap Tesco. I mean, Sainsbury's could have done them, but Tesco was there. Some Tesco hot dogs and made him drink the brine. Now, shockingly, he actually seemed to rather enjoy it and drank the whole tub. Now, this is wow. We'll leave that there for your own good, Michael. And finally, let's finish off with some spag bol. Do you like spag bol?
Oh, it's good, yeah. It's good.
Oh, dear. This is spag bol, right? So basically, the point being, Michael would mix all of these things together into a thing he called a concoction, or a health hazard, as it's also known in other circles. Say again? Sweet corn. I didn't bring sweet corn today because I thought that'd be too healthy for Michael's diet. So this would all be mashed together on a Sunday night, divided into 5 portions, illustrated to his diet.
Yeah. No, no.
No, it's not. That's the answer. Well done. I didn't prep him, but he's doing a good job, right? One thing that Michael almost loves as much as Tabitha, almost, is tomato ketchup. Now, I've known Michael for, as I said, too many years, and I know that he loves this stuff. So, what I really want to do today, to really bless Tabitha, and also save them a lot of money on household bills, is to try and take away his love of ketchup. I know it's mean, but it has to be done. So we're going to add this here as well. Now, if someone wouldn't mind running to the kitchen and grab me a spoon, that'd be marvelous. Thank you. This is something that Michael. I'm sorry I left it to now to do this.
I'm really glad you put the mushy peas in.
But I'm sure you'll agree the severity of the issue and the lack of inspiration that I had for a best man.
You wear the apron too.
So all these things together into a thing called a concoction. Michael, would you awfully mind picking up? Thank you. So,
Give me a ladle.
thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
I'm doing this in the interest of their future marriage.
Michael,
And also to make you laugh.
apron, please.
Right, thanks. So stir it up. Oh, yes.
Michael, you need the apron on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, apron. Do this properly, Michael. Wait, do it. How much do I clean?
Just
Down in one.
Please come here. I'm sorry I put you through that. I didn't have any other things to say for the speech. But before we do leave, there is something that must be done. Michael, you are now a married man.
Yeah.
And thus, as every married man knows, the Blue Housekeeping Guide, the Cookery Encyclopedia, is a must-have book. So I want to help Michael in his future marriage and bless immensely. Repeating the book. I, Spike Heath, like Spatch with no heat coat. Do solemnly declare.
Do solemnly declare. What?
Roll the tower right now. Do solemnly declare that I, well done, that I shall endeavour to cook for Tabitha.
Please don't.
There's a semicolon in the sentence.
Yes, dear.
Not yet. Cook for Tabitha. Not based on my own imagination. Or use a book. Not written by yourself. Well, I made a few smiles. I'm happy about that. In all seriousness, and I have to be serious for at least one part of me. The reason that I am so overjoyed and so delighted to be here today is because I can confidently tell you that this man is one of the most kindest, most generous, warm-hearted guys I've ever met. Not one time has he ever said, you know what, I just can't do it. I haven't asked him to do that bad stuff. But at no point has he put himself before others. At no point that I've known him, the whole time I've known him, has he said a bad word about someone. And that may sound so small, but it is true. His heart is pure gold. Genuinely is. Don't test the theory. Genuinely pure gold. And it is my absolute, I am sure of this, Tabitha, that this man will love you 1,000%. I promise you, and you better do what I say. I promise you that not only is he faithful to you, I promise he will give every ounce of his life to blessing you with everything he has. Ladies and gentlemen, so the bride and groom.
Mike and Stan, bride and groom.
There you go. Right, well done, Mike. Job's done, right? It is now your turn, son.
Is it me?
No, it's not. You need to. Do you want to stand?
It was, wasn't it?
Michael, it's not you.
And I'm bringing it round.
Just.
Oh. No, it's fine. I'll stay here. Sorry. Okay, so as I was missed out, a bit awkward. I am going to do a much more probably sentimental speech. I'm not going to try. I'm going to really try not to cry. But I just want to start by saying just how much I love them. I could have done university without them, plus a few others that are here. But throughout these last 3 years, when I wanted to give up, when my nan died, when I just couldn't do it anymore, these were the two that when I went home to my mum and dad, these are two of the people that were here waiting for me to support me and love me. And I am so glad that they are two of my best bestest friends. So first of all, Tabitha, I love you for not only for being my friend when calling for stuffing our face with creamy biscuits till God knows what hour, to putting the world to right, for reading through all my essays, for the list will go on, to binge watching Sex and the City, Vicar of Dibley, Desperate Housewives, you name it, and probably watching our Tombs Good. It's done that with me, and it's done that for me because that's what friends should do. But you have been for me for more than that, and I'm so grateful for it. Michael, I love you too, but maybe not in the same way that Tabitha loves you. You are an incredible partner to one of the bestest friends God could have given me. And I imagine when you began dating Tabitha, you didn't think you'd gain another pair to Butters for when they were poorly, another person for, and another person to chauffeur around when she wasn't there, to take the rest of our housemates to the cinema, and he enjoyed us singing Pitch Perfect very loudly. All of these things he did with a smile. Tabitha did tell me after that you secretly really enjoyed it. However, what I love most about the pair of you is what you are together, as everyone so far has said. You are a fabulous team that works so well together. God has done amazing things when He brought you two together. And I am just so, so happy for that. When God said that, for I know the plans to have you, plans for a future and plans for hope, and it's my favourite verse, and I still got it wrong, but you've got the gist. He brought you together in that plan, and a plan for such a prosperous, beautiful future. And God is just going to fulfill that for you forever. And that more I love. However, as we are now aware from cooking, things don't always go to plan. So I will now tell you that Tabitha's cooking is definitely better than Michael's. However, I have tasted Michael's tiffin. Is it you that makes it?
We have to, yes, it is me, but we have to honour.
Yes. Yes, today. So that maybe we'll leave the tiffin to Jenny and Michael, and Tabitha to the soup and main meals and the odd cake. However, I've also experienced Tabitha's concoctions. Some have gone beautifully, some of them I have not eaten. Well, one. So I'll leave the cooking. However, when I first met Tabitha, she became the bestest friend very quickly. I had a horrible time in my first year, and her and my mum were the two people at the end of the phone, and I stayed on her floor, and she was just great. But then when I heard about Michael was this person that she would go on about, that she really fancied him, and they would go and do cuppa together, which is you deliver hot chocolates out to the clubbers on a Wednesday night. And she would go on about him. The first time I met him was my 19th birthday. We were at a pub, and Tabitha was getting my presents together and wanted me to meet Michael. So I was very up for this. However, he was laughing in the corner and proceeded to throw a coast attempt to give me a black eye. I like to add that it was an accident. However, you two do complement each other beautifully. There's one thing I'd like to add, though, just before I finish. When I was worshipping earlier, I just looked down at my wrist. And on my wrist there's a few charms. One of them, there's two very special ones on there. And one was gifted to by my sister that said, and that she wanted me to always remember the memories I had from home. And so I have a little house. I hope that you two have beautiful memories of your homes growing up, however many houses you were, and carry those to make new beautiful memories in your new homes, wherever that the Lord may take you. I also have a set of wings that Harry's parents bought me. And they said to me, we want you to go wherever your dreams take you and fly with them. And I hope that the two of you will do just that together and with God. And wherever that may be, but I will always come and visit you. I'm so grateful that you're so giving, that the fact that you offered for me to live with you if I needed to, that you've just done endless amounts of things. And I'm so grateful that you are a couple and that I. So once again, here's to Tabitha and Michael.
All right. Is it us now?
This is now.
Is that it?
Yeah. No, are you doing your?
Do you know what? I'm just gonna remove shoes. What, my feet hurt? Oh, that was loud. That's right, it's not socks. Yes. First of all, thank you all. You don't quite realise how many people are a part of your lives and who love you as much as you do until you're like, Michael is a horrendous. The packet of mints, don't like mints, tipped it into the pan, left it to cook, boiled a pan of rice, and opened a tin of kidney beans, stuck them all together, undrained, unseasoned, and then presented me this to eat. I use every single make it better from their house and house spices, and I still could not make it taste any better. After that, I cooked. That's not true. Cook for more.
Yeah.
So I would just like to say one thank you to Leanne. So Leanne, unfortunately, has had to deal with me for 3 years. We lived in the same apartment block flat. It was an old travel lodge in first year, and it's her fault. Well, not fault. I don't think it's your fault. It's because of her that this has kind of happened. So yeah, that's your thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Okay, so to the actual thank yous, no offense. I would like to thank both our parents, my new mum and dad, and my original unique mum and dad. Unique? No, not unique. Oh, original? If you know what it's fine. You've gone above and beyond, first in raising me and raising Michael, and for this wedding have gone above and beyond in absolutely everything imaginable. So we have some gifts. Sorry, it's just getting in the way. So give that one to your parents. Unfortunately, yours had to go in 2 bags, and it's that one there.
This one.
Yeah, you can if you want to. Yeah. And then for my parents, that's not. This is yours. No, I've done my parents. Are you opening? Yeah. Oh yeah. Rachel, do you need to open yours at the bottom of that bag, please? Because that's just opened, isn't it? It's the same present. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We can do 1 or 2.
Like it.
Yeah. They're bike mugs for people who can't see. Okay. Secondly, I would like to thank my bridesmaids, and well, they're technically both maids of honours. They are wearing their presents because we've all got matching. We do have which one's which. This one's Lucy's. This one's you, and this one's I did orange. Oh, thank you. And I need my 3 flower girls, please. This one. This one. I just have to work out which one's which. This one's for you. Sophie, show Chris. Where's Miss Rosanna.
They're on the way.
Princess has a present for you. Thank you.
Rosanna? We've got a Rosanna too.
Rosanna, show Chris. Show Chris.
Now, Ziggy is wearing his present. If you had not already noticed him looking at it, is for next week as well. Both you and Val, who is marrying, just to remind you of England.
You want to, yeah.
These are funny. Can you, Zoe? Can you go get Jace? Yeah, sorry.
Lovely.
Okay. And jam. This is half of it's not fridge. Now I have two very special thank yous to make to Eric and Ian. When I left yesterday, Ian was sweeping the car park to get rid of the leaves and the grass. He was doing as he was told, but either way, I am beyond grateful for the amount of work, like ridiculously hard work and amount of hours you guys have had to put in for this. You need to, and this theoretically is an aid to your recovery and for some relaxation.
2 weeks in California.
Unfortunately not. One's got Ian and one's got Eric.
Bless you. No problem at all. Thank you.
Because I almost knocked over the glass. And I have another special. Oh, sorry. We have to wait for the other special thank you. You know.
Just talk amongst yourself for a second.
Now there are 3 ladies at the back of the church wearing butterfly aprons, headed by our head chef Joe. They have prepared the food. They have prepared the food you are about to eat. And Joe, which you're going to have to come and get because I can't move. So my friend Holly here has walked around with her camera and she came and got ready. And our friend Christopher, who's there? Is our very good friend from Chester who has been taking the photo. You know who Christopher is. But I just want to say thank you to you guys as well. Oh, and to my cousins, of course, and their parents. Oh, and brothers, yeah. I don't know. Dominic is wearing his waistcoat, but Tim has spent hours playing Agione, the one I walked into, and is obviously doing the AV and everything as well. So I do have a very. I'm really nice, but look, it's tiny and not fragile. Do you want to do the rest?
Yeah. We've got quite a few, but I think it's only right and important that before we go one step further, we actually address something that's very important today, really important. That's the really good news that at the end of the innings, England have declared on 589, with Joe Root getting 254, which is fantastic. And Pakistan are 11 for none. So anyway, important stuff over. 41 for 1, even better. Happy days. So we have loads more thank yous that we really want to mention, particularly parents. You guys to start with, thank you so much for all your excessively large amounts of hard work you put into this wedding. You guys have put so much hard work into this, and we can't thank you enough for all the times you spent mopping the floors, preparing speeches on several halves, and just being so and welcoming to all the grand for doing the sound and all that, getting everything so it has worked so smoothly. Thank you for the band as well, for all their great work. All the boys, the cousins and brothers who have helped the community. Also the toasts, thank you to you guys. Really, really good of you to help us out in that way. And also to Uncle Tom for marrying us. Thank you. Because that's quite important. It's one of the things that we do, isn't it, on this today? It's one of, yeah. So thank you very much for just helping us through that service. Thank you also particularly to my mum for this wonderful. Who else is it? No? Okay. We got there's going to be, well, especially the latest in a moment. Tab's going to...
And she's also made the bottles, but on the bottles on your table, if you look on the flippy bit, the poppy, what's it called? The lid. Yeah, that works. Jonathan has made all those stickers that go on there to make them extra unique, which have actually been...
So thank you to Jonathan as well. And on that theme, thank you to all the bridesmen and bridesmaids. Ziggy, those shoes are amazing. I can't believe you got them all the way from China. Well, or not. Girls, you look fantastic. Thank you so much for all your hard work supporting Tab and getting her full as she is. And what? Okay, carry on. So thank you for that. Anything else? Oh, yes. There's a big chunk of people that I think we both do want to thank you that we haven't mentioned, and that's everyone. Got people scattered all over the place. Just give me a wave if you're Chester University people. You guys, the friends, being just was praying for us and worship, just being so wonderful, and we cannot thank you enough. You guys, I think, who have into both of us and also the two of us together. And thank you. We can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much, you guys. Checking it on my list. That's because it's not important anyway. So, Tabitha, you are beautiful, and you are that. Orderly. You may go and grab as much food as you like. We've got loads of oranges still mixed, so help yourselves, guys.